I tried to kill myself. I know, it's kind of dark, I'm sorry. Why did I do it? Well, at 17, I was depressed. And it's not like I wasn't depressed at 16, 15, 14, or 13 even. I've been depressed my whole life. Like, it's been a part of my life. It's been a part of me. Depression, it has always been a part of me. But at 17, I decided that I was actually clinically depressed. And I didn't know what to do because I had just graduated high school. I had no idea what I wanted to do in my future. Like, I didn't know what career path I wanted to take. So I decided I wanted to die. I always had this feeling. When I was 15, I thought I wouldn't live up to see 16. And when I was 16, I thought I wouldn't live up to see 18. But I got so depressed at 17. I guess it was mostly because of the pressure that you get from like the pressure society puts on you. I wasn't leaving my house. I felt like a different person. I had stopped doing what I loved doing. Like, I used to sing a lot. I used to, I forgot all my talents, I'm sorry. I used to sing, I used to write, I used to paint and all that, and all of a sudden I wasn't doing anything. I was completely different. I didn't know what to do. I went to my mom and I was kind of scared because, like, you know how people treat mental disorders in Nepal? It's kind of scary. So I went to my mom and I was like, Mom, I'm depressed. I think I need help. And surprisingly, my mom was really supportive. She was like, okay, I'm going to take you to a psychiatrist. I'm going to take you to a therapist. We're going to do everything we can and you're going to get better. You know, she wasn't like, oh, tata pagal bhais. She said she was supportive. So I went to my psychiatrist. Turns out I was bipolar. Now, what is that? Like, it's kind of, sometimes I'd be happy, sometimes I'd be sad, sometimes I'd be like so happy that I couldn't control my thoughts or my emotions or like my actions or anything. But then sometimes I would be so sad. I would be so depressed. I wouldn't leave my house. I couldn't even move. It would be difficult for me to breathe. It would be so difficult for me to breathe that I just wanted to give up. So at 18, I decided to kill myself. Well, I didn't succeed because obviously I'm standing here, but like I said, I always had a plan. And the plan was I would wait till midnight when my parents had gone to bed. I would take the sleeping pills that my psychiatrist prescribed to me. And then when my parents wake up, I'd be dead. Whew. So so I decided to do that, but it kind of got, I kind of got so excited, like just the thought of me dying. I was like, oh my God, I've been thinking about this my whole life and I'm finally gonna do it. Oh my God, I'm so excited, what should I do? So I got excited and I couldn't wait till midnight, you know. I woke up with having a panic attack. I was freaking out. I was happy, I was sad, I was confused, like I wanted to do it now. I can't wait till midnight. What if something happens and what if I change my mind? What if someone gives me like an inspiring speech and stuff like that and I change my mind? No, that's not what I want to do. I want to die. So I took the pills in the morning. And that's the only reason I'm alive here, like alive and I'm standing here. Like that one mistake is the reason I'm here today. And like my parents found me in my bed. I was probably puking I don't know, I wasn't conscious, I don't know what was going on. The next thing I know, I was in a hospital bed, I opened my eyes and like, I remember a doctor like sticking something up my nose to pump that poison, I don't know what it is, the pills out. And I was there and there were people surrounding me, like there were so many people around me. My parents, my brother, my friends, my cousins, and everyone was crying. And I couldn't understand. Like, I didn't know why they were crying. Why are you doing this? I just wanted to die. I didn't want to live. Why are you trying to save me? I have been depressed my whole life, and I finally got the chance to die, and now you're stopping me from this? I wasn't happy. I was super pissed. And after that, everything changed. Like, I have always been a person who has been scared of dealing with change. It always freaks me out. And this was like, my life was completely new. My parents weren't talking to me. They didn't know what to say. I lost all my friends. Nobody was talking to me because they had no idea what they're supposed to say. Like, oh, your friend just tried to kill herself. What are you supposed to say now? It's going to be okay. No, it's not. So I got more depressed than I already was. I got mad at myself for not taking the pills at night. I got mad at myself for feeling the one thing I wanted to do my whole life. I felt so useless. Like, all my life, all I wanted to do was die, and I couldn't even succeed at that. Like, I have no plans for the future. What am I gonna do now? I have to live? I don't wanna live. That sounds gross. That sounds painful. I don't wanna do that. So I got scared. Am I screaming? Sorry. Okay. So I got depressed, more depressed. Then I started drinking, I started smoking weed. Don't tell my parents, please don't tell my parents. I started doing all that, and it got bad. Like, it got really, really bad. Basically, why I did that was because I didn't want to be conscious. I didn't want to think about life. I just wanted to be dead, and since my parents and my family wouldn't let me do that, I didn't want to be conscious anymore. I was showing up to my classes hungover. I was like sleeping through all my classes, and I don't even know how I managed to like survive through that, because now when I look back at it, I was a total mess. So one day I kind of realized that I am a mess. Why am I doing this to myself? Like, what's the point of this? Now I know that I have to live, and if I want to die, I know I have to do something that will, to make sure I succeed, and that's kind of stressful because I don't know how to succeed. So now I just need to live, so maybe I should start living. I decided to apply for a new college because I don't like my college here. So but obviously my parents wouldn't let me leave because your daughter just tried to kill herself, now she wants to leave. That would be kind of scary. So they weren't on board with it, but I made them talk to my therapist. I talked to them. I told them I needed a fresh new start. So I moved. After applying for like 2 or 3 months, I finally got into a college, and I moved. I wanted to move somewhere where like nobody had ever heard of, a place that I don't know many people, so that I would get a fresh new start, a brand new start, and I would be happy. Like, I had always imagined it, like, I'm gonna move, and then nobody's gonna know who I am. I'm gonna get a fresh new start. Everything's gonna be perfect. I'm gonna be happy. That'll be it. I'll get to do what I love. And I couldn't have been more wrong. Like, I moved to this town in upstate New York called Oswego, because like I wanted a fresh new start. But like, it made me more anxious. It made me more depressed. Like, I wasn't that depressed when I was here. Like, when I look back at it, because I had people who didn't know me. They didn't know my story. They didn't know what I had been through. They just wanted to, I felt kind of used. Like, some people, they just want to use you for, drinks and stuff. Some people, they want to use you. Well, there was a lot of using. So that happened, and that made me feel so lonely. I was so lonely. I was so scared. I was so anxious, and my anxiety, like, I didn't even have anxiety before, but when I went to Oswego, I developed like anxiety. It would get so bad. I would have panic attacks. I would stop breathing. Like, not stop breathing, but like I would have trouble breathing, and it used to get so bad. Like, a part of my body would stop moving. I remember this one day. I was sitting in the middle of the night doing nothing, and I just started panicking, like, out of nowhere. I started shaking, and the right side of my body wouldn't move. It was so difficult for me to move it. It felt like I was having a heart attack. I had to call 911. I was like, hi, I can't breathe. So they sent an ambulance. They rushed me to the hospital, and I was about to pass out. I was so weak and tired, and I was about to pass out, and I looked around me, and there was no one there, like literally no one there, just my doctors and my nurses. They were standing there, but like, remember when that happened to me in Nepal? There were so many people there surrounding me, trying to save me from what I'd done to myself. Like, they were so depressed. They were so scared that I was gonna die. And now when this happens, there's no one there. I'm all alone in this country where like nobody knows me, nobody even cares about me, nobody loves me. And yet here I am in a hospital where like I could have almost died, and I'm here all alone. What was I supposed to do? I didn't have the courage to tell my parents. I didn't want to call them and be like, yeah, remember when you sent your daughter to Oswego because she wanted a fresh new start? Well, she's in the hospital again. Good job. Like, I didn't want to tell them that. I didn't know what to do. I was so scared and so alone. But that's when I realized, like, I wasn't leaving my past behind when I left. I wasn't leaving my demons and my nightmares and my panic attacks and my disorder, my meds. I wasn't leaving all that behind. These are things that I'll always carry with me no matter where I go. Like, even if I move to Mars, I will have to deal with these things. What I was leaving behind was my family and my friends. My support system, people who have always been there for me, no matter what I've done, no matter what crazy shit I've done. I left that behind. I realized that after like spending a night at the hospital, and I thought to myself, well, maybe if I don't want to recover for myself, maybe I should start doing it for people who love me. I realized how important I was to them. Like, oh my God, they would like actually cry if I died. I don't want to put them through that. Then, I guess that was my turning point in life, because I had always been a fearless woman. I was not scared of anything. I was never scared of anything. Like I said, I was always up for dying. Oh my God, that's the dream. But like, if you could go back in time and tell like the 8-year-old Ishara that someday she would be scared of dying and she would actually want to live, I would laugh at your face. And yet, here I was. I was actually scared of dying because I didn't want to hurt people. I wanted to live. That was something new. And today, I want to live. Thank you.